time, man. Yeah, how about that? Sho got married. Congratulations, my good friend, Mr. Sho Asano. Did you guys get to see him play the shamisen before? It's it's like the Jimi Hendrix of the shamisen, like the best in Japan. So we're very blessed to have him here to come visit us at Animazement. And I think that's what's so great about Animazement is it's not just the anime, it's not just the manga, it's the whole Japanese culture. And by learning more about wedding ceremonies, tea ceremonies, the kimono, that's what we love about Animazement. We do get so many special guests from overseas, from Japan. When I share with people that I'm going to Animazement, I say, it's as though we have the Walt Disney of Japan come to visit us as guests. So we're very blessed here to have some very legendary guests as a part of Animazement. And tonight here at the Masquerade, we saw some great costumes, yeah? We saw some great performances, and we want to make sure that those folks are recognized for their hard work. Our judges now are deliberating to find out who's going home with the ribbons for those performances. So stick around, they'll be back in just a moment if you want to find out who got the top prizes, the top honors here at our Masquerade. So stick around and we'll get our judges up here any moment now. Thanks again, y'all. Well, my oh my. That was a very brief moment, as I've just been told our judges are now ready. So are our judges here? All right, come bring out the judges. Bring out Mr. Ches Roth. He's going to introduce our judges to us, and they're going to announce those winners together. Come on out. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, look at the cosplay, just keeps getting better. I didn't think it could get better. Oh my goodness. Come on, give them a hand. Bring out the judges. Hooray! Golly. Should I start dancing? It's the disco ball. The disco samurai. I love it. Is that you? Oh my goodness. That's you, Jez? Ladies and gentlemen, Ches Roth!
Thank you! At this time, I would like the judges to introduce themselves, going from right to left.
Hi, I'm Kiara Skuro. I have been cosplaying for about 15 years, done about 70 costumes. I have a social life somewhere in there. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I used to live over here on the East Coast, and I'm glad to be back home. I miss Animazement. It's good to be back in North Carolina. And yeah, I'm excited to announce the awards.
Hello, I'm Mercury, but just call me Denitra. I've been cosplaying for about 15 years as well. I've been in the cosplay masquerade performances ever since I was 15, and I've done this too many times and I still love it. I am a cosplayer out of California, but I also hail from the East Coast, so I'm always happy to come back to AZ.
Hi, I'm Professor Sensei, or you can call me Leon. I'm from Las Vegas. I've been cosplaying since I was 6. That was with construction paper. It was fun. I help with a lot of the masquerades and events at conventions in Las Vegas. This is my second year at Animazement. I'm very excited to be back.
These are our presentation judges who judged the masquerade. At this time, I'd like the craftsmanship judges for the craftsmanship contest to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Miss Relina. You can call me Sarah. I am a sewing machine serial killer from southern Utah. I've worked in professional theater, and between professional theater and cosplay, I've made over 300 costumes and won awards all over the Intermountain and West Coast. This is my second year at Animazement, and I am thrilled to be back.
My name is Maura Burns. I've been making costumes since 1991. I do both historical and cosplay and other recreation costuming. It's always been a big part of my life, and I hope it always will be. I'm a proud member of the International Star Wars Costuming Groups, 501st Legion, and the Rebel Legion. This is my second year at Animazement. I am so happy to be back. Everybody here is wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Cosplay. I'm from Asheboro, North Carolina. Yay, North Carolina! I've been
started going to cons in 1996. Yeah, I was the girl that played oboe here, if you guys have been here for a really long time. Somebody hand this over to Jess.
Thank you. And at this time, we're going to do the Craftsman Awards. So, the craftsmanship contest, it doesn't involve, you got to see a handful of the entries walk across the stage. And the entries we have this year were beautiful. And what that contest involves are private 5-minute sessions where the judges inspect the costumes very up close. And I'm sorry, I can see the reflections is blinding like the first 20 rows, and I apologize. I can see little specks, I'm like, what are you Thank you for that. These 3 ladies have been sewing and they know everything inside out. So they have seen down to the bare structure of all the costumes that you're about to see. They see inside and out. So without further ado, we're going to start doing our awards. Take it away, ladies.
Yay, okay, so we are going to start with the Judges Awards. And I guess, do you want me to start?
These are awards that are at our discretion for costumes or for aspects of costumes that maybe don't fit into the neat categories right away. So each of us is allowed to pick our own.
Okay, do you want them to walk up here, Jess? Okay, awesome. So when we call your name, please walk up here, even if you're not in your costume, so you can get your award. My Judges Award goes to Nico from Love Live, so Barry Chan. Her costume was super cute. She had lots of amazing hand painting, and she did some embroidery, and her seams are really, really nice. This is a different costume.
Thank you so much. My Judges Award, I think that one of the things that really unites all of us who do costuming, historical or for even theater or anime, I think what unites us really and what brings most of us to cosplay is our love of the characters and our love of the stories. And this person showed so much love and so much passion and excitement for her character when she came to see us yesterday. I would like to give my Judges Award to Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z. She's not Android 18 anymore.
Chuckly Harlan, wait, awesome.
I chose my award because I love to see people who not only try their best with fabric, because that's what I excel at, but also with all sorts of different craftsmanship, because I struggle with that. So when I see someone who is just amazing with it, I believe it needs to be rewarded. This particular costume had so many different constructions, styles, and things that were just super challenging that they overcame. And so I hope I say this right, don't shoot me. Is Eins from Overlord.
Give him a round of applause while he makes it clear here. Thank you. He's so scary. Let him get up here so everyone can keep scared. Rawr. Baby?
This is actually the first time we're seeing his face.
Oh my goodness, there's a person in there. Okay, so we're couple times. So if you've never entered a cosplay contest and you're thinking about it, you should enter next year. Okay, so third place novice goes to No Flutter Sailor Cosmos from Sailor Moon. Here she comes.
This is from a beautiful piece of fan art by No Flutter. Second place in the novice division is Ganondorf from Legend of Zelda. So many different techniques he had to use on this. He did wig styling, he did armor, he did sewing, he did boots. He went the whole nine on that one. And makeup, and sparkles. Oh, and snetzling. Check out his cloak if you see him in the hallway.
The other side. First place for the novice, when they walked in, we were like, these guys are novice? Really? And there was so much love, so we had to share the love too. First place novice goes to the Voltron Paladins.
Always ready for action.
Hey, there's a paladin for each of us. So wonderful. Great job, guys. There's your award.
Take a back.
Oh, they're so excited. Okay, so next up is our Journeyman category. So, third place Journeyman goes to Gallivantua from Pokemon.
She actually crocheted that whole spider. Which was adorable enough, and then we saw it was a puppet. We've never seen anything like this before. Second place in the Journeyman division, Akashi from Haikyuu. If she is here. Ah! All right, here they come. Beautiful, beautiful details and beads and different costume. This one looks good too.
Near and dear to my heart. I actually sort of grew up. If I told you how old I was when I watched this show, I would tell you I was old. So, first place Journeyman goes to Kamen Rider. This armor has such attention to detail on it. The helmet was amazingly constructed. It's got some beautiful paintwork on it. We were just so very impressed with everything that he did. And his belt buckle's a toy.
cosplayers who've been around for a little while. So, third place craftsman goes to Fakir from Princess Tutu. This costume was fantastic. She drafted all the patterns and they were so clean.
It's one of those things where it's very difficult sometimes to do a very simple costume very well, and she absolutely did that. She made everything fit her perfectly.
And she has a duck plushie.
Duck.
Goose.
Second place in our craftsman division, Yojimbo from Final Fantasy X. Also in a different outfit, which I really don't blame her for because there was a lot of armor. Oh, so nice! Oh, I recognize you. I wasn't going to talk about those.
Okay, first place for Craftsman, and this one entered in Craftsman. I have to say that because there were two of them. First place with beautiful pleating, beautiful prop making for a very ridiculous piece of costuming goes to Arden from Final Fantasy 15. The one with the giant wing. Go. Is he not here? Where did she? Is he here? There he is. His costume has so many layers, I'm surprised he hasn't melted. It's got shawl upon shawl upon shawl upon shawl upon layer upon cloak. So, and he pieced together everything. He digitally created some of his fabric. He did such a great job. Okay, and our last award for tonight, our Best in Show. This is the award that all three of us agreed was one of the costumes that we all thought was fantastic. And our Best in Show this year was actually a novice, and she did such amazing work. She did lots. I'm not going to say who it is just yet. I'm going to talk about her and let her sit and sweat in her seat. So she did lots of amazing fabric painting. We actually did not realize her pants were fabric painted. We thought it was the way she bought the fabric at first. And, well, like I said, this person can sit and sweat in their seat until I announce them. So, yeah, just lots of amazing, like we, at first were like, holy cow, this is a novice? When this person came in. So, our Best in Show goes to Kat White with her Arden from Final Fantasy 15. Sorry, Roman numerals. Oh my gosh. Yes, breathe. Breathe, sexy no jutsu. Thank you so much to everyone that came out and entered this year. We had about 40 entries, maybe a little bit around there. Next year, if you were in your seat saying, hey, I like to sew, I want to do that, enter, please. Please, we love seeing new costumers. Do not be scared to come and show the judges at this convention your costumes. We love it.
And next year, I am actually going to suspend a rule that has been in Animazement for a long time. Starting next year, I am going to allow MMORPGs such as Overwatch Overwatch, World of Warcraft to compete in the Masquerade and cosplay competitions. And let's have a hand for our judges who judge and judge for hours and hours and sat in a tiny little room in the middle of the arcade and didn't get to play any of the arcade and looked at every single costume. Thank you, craftsmanship judges. And now on to our masquerade.
All right, we're going to start off with our Judges Awards. These are awards that we gave personally to the skits that we liked the best personally. Mine, I loved this skit. When he came on, it embodied the character so well, and I just loved how it's simple it was, but it was still funny. So my Judges Award goes to entry number 24, Sasuke.
Decided to go with somebody who is near and dear to my heart, saves me money on teleport costs. Entry number 2, the Chocobo Porter. I mean, who takes care of our chocobos?
My Judges Award goes to a movie that I really liked, that I thought the animation in it was cool and beautiful. I watched it when I was 12 and just absolutely fell in love with it. I really liked this cosplayer's costume. I liked her use of stage. I have a theater background, so it was really cool to see her choreography, and for this being a first-time cosplayer, I was really impressed with what she did. So it goes to entry 22, San from Princess Mononoke.
So I am giving out an award as a director. Every once in a while I give out an award to like an awkward situation or something that happens on stage. And there's nothing like having an absolutely beautifully put together walk-on that's slow and sentimental and absolutely true to character. And as you're walking off, this beautiful piece of equipment breaks on the way out. So I am giving a nice little gift certificate to Mushishi for his beautiful walk-on and unfortunate break.
Moving on to our novice division, third place, we have, this skit was these two girls who had very nice choreography and did a Love Live skit, so we're giving it to entry number 3, Kawaii Dancing.
In our novice division, we have, this is a little wild, don't you think? Just a little, yeah, entry number 17, Love Live. Yeah, you guys, come on! You guys, this skit was
And then our first place novice goes to a skit that we were really impressed with how tight the choreography was, with how, something that we're constantly watching is like how well the lip sync is working and like how emotionally into it the characters are, and we were really impressed with entry number 20, Blue Exorcist. Congratulations.
Okay, moving on to our journeyman division, sorry. Okay, for this group, they are actually novices, but they impressed us. They really wowed everybody. It was a fun skit. So we're giving our third place journeyman award to entry number 7, the Fairy Squad, with their Assassination Classroom skit.
All right, moving on. Our second place for Journeyman. Now, I love this skit. They were in character even as the MC was still introducing them, and you could see that they had a lot of work put into this skit, and it was a clever song too. So we gave second place Journeyman to Miku Love Potion. Thanks, man. Look at that.
You guys can't cry, I'll start crying, okay? No crying in cosplay. There's a lot of crying in cosplay. Yes. Moving on, our first place journeyman, we really loved this skit. It was really great to see the choreography and the professional dance moves. You could tell that there was a lot of charisma between the two dance partners, and it was really in tune with the show that it's from. So that goes to entry number 11, Princess Tutu. I just said no crying. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
All right, now moving on to our Craftsman division. Entry number 2, or I'm sorry, not entry number 2. Second place, we gave it to this group, had a whole lot of choreography going on stage, and it's very hard to keep that tight when you've got so many people on stage. So we gave it to entry number 4, AKB Cuties, Love Life.
really impressed. We were not expecting the tearaway costumes on that. That was a big surprise. So we're moving on to our first place craftsman, which is our next to last award of the night. We have been watching these skits for a while now, and we're pretty, familiar with the group, and we were really impressed. This skit definitely broke the mold of what they usually do. We were not expecting some of the things.
Surprising.
Yes, very creepy, which I really like. So our craftsman award
Goes to entry number 6, last minute cosplay, twin star exorcists.
We were not expecting that giant, creepy monster to come out of that set. I am going to have nightmares. Thank you. Congratulations, that was creepy.
I was just told it was full of balloons, the demon. That's awesome.
And now, I don't mean I know it. And now for Best in Show. Before we run off here, I really would like to, before I give off the Best in Show, I really would like to thank my judges for flying in all over the country to come to my event and judge. I also wanted to thank you. It's okay, I live for good cause. I also want to thank every single entrant who competed, because there was a lot of beautiful work. We loved all the performances, and honestly, this was what I consider to be one of the best masquerades at Animazement in a long time. You guys brought it. And now for the Best in Show. I pretty much remove myself during the entire judging session because I have no influence and I have nothing to do with it. So, but I have a really good habit of guessing what won Best in Show, because I judged over 100 masquerades and I've been going to AnimeCons for 20 years. So, that said, it's one thing to go on stage and put on a costume and just do a routine and smile and run off. But to come on stage, express love of a game that's been out for 15 years, and perform the aria di mezzo carattere with full emotion deserves Best in Show. Final Fantasy VI. There's one who said no. Girl. Come on, stage ninjas, you guys worked hard too. Come on. Here, have some money. But yes. But seriously, come compete. We give cash. We give prizes. We give awesome prizes. Great job, you guys. That was beautiful. My pleasure. At this time, my name is Jez Roth, and I want to see you next year. Tim, you're up.
Here I am. Thank you so much to our judges as they make their way. Thank you, judges. Thank you so much to Animazement's master of cosplay, Mr. Jez Roth. Thank you to all our contestants, and thank you to all of you for sticking around as we honored our winners. Can you get some music for me back there in the back? There we go. So to all of you, I do want to make a big arigato, thank you, and konbanwa, good night. Mwah!